Mr. President, Ministers, Ambassadors, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure and honor to be able to address at this important occasion of our global environmental gathering. I would like to start by expressing Malta's solidarity with the families and friends of the victims of the Ethiopian Airlines plane crash. Now back to the subject. We now all fully recognize that economic growth cannot be sustainable if it is achieved at the expense of social progress and environmental protection. We need to ensure that government's policies, strategies and initiatives are guided by the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Establishing an ambitious and long-term sustainability policy is key for progress, and this is what the Maltese government is doing through the development of a new sustainable development strategy with a horizon up to 2050. Sustainable production and consumption are a prerequisite for a sustainable and prosperous future for all the world's people. Despite its evident limitation in relation to size and topography, Malta can't continually seek to translate towards a more circular economy to develop sustainability. Cognizant of the efforts required, the Maltese government is currently finalizing legal provisions to institutionalize the notion of circular economy in our country. The provisions will emphasize government's duty to foster the transition towards and subsequent growth and development of circular economy. It also enshrines a duty of the citizens to, as much as possible, ensure that in all activities partaken, efforts are made to minimize waste generation and that any waste produced does not harm the environment. Other initiatives that are in the pipeline include a strategy on single-use plastics. The strategy will aim at promoting better sustainable consumption patterns. These will be complemented by various other sectorial policy frameworks, such as the regulation of commercial waste and the separate collection of pharmaceutical waste. And this after introducing compulsory separation of household organic waste last year. It is time for taking concrete action. The longer we wait, the more expensive it will be for our country to readjust. Small economies have limited economies of scale, and this results in limited investments by private firms in R&D. The Maltese government is addressing this through various initiatives for the promotion and expansion of industry and the development of innovative enterprises. Being the largest consumer, government plays a key role in the market. Hence, the Maltese government launched the second Green Public Procurement Action Plan. This confirms the government's intention to lead by example. In doing so, it is hoped that the private sector will follow suit and shift its procurement towards greener practices. The financial sector has a key role to play in this much-needed transition. Indeed, Malta has undertaken a study to assess those green financial instruments that are best suited to incentivize more take-up of greener and more sustainable production and consumption patterns. Thank you.